down and just over the
Never
baseline.
seen him this way.
Mm.
This is serious confusion. I mean,
Interviewing a nurse. Start talking. Flip your badge. Flip your badge. So. There you go.
Oh, I get recorded?
The glasses were nice. Hey guys, this is Nurse Emily. This is YouTube.
Ah, okay. I'm gonna be famous.
They're used to me working in a hospital, 2 hospitals, acute care, orthopedics, and float, being a PCT. So coming across the country and back into the assisted living facility. And she's probably the youngest nurse I've ever met in my life.
21.
No.
You have to be 18, I think, to be legally licensed.
And period, right? And you are
21 years old.
All right, so I missed some of those good stories. What drew you into nursing?
My father really pushed me to go into nursing. He was in the military and they gave him some medical experience and training and he loved it. I had no idea what I was going to do with my life, and so he said, you know, there's a dual enrollment senior year. Try it out. I didn't have to pay for anything. The school covered it and I did. I loved it. It was
what was
my
that?
niche.
That story you had to wait for a year?
Yes, so I did my senior year. I was going through the fundamentals of being the LPN course. I was going through the fundamentals, finished it for my senior year. I did a sign-on day where that meant my seat was reserved. And so that way when school started after the summer break, I could come back and resume and finish. They had to retire the guidance counselor, and she, I guess, was not ready to be retired. So when she retired, she went out with a bang and left everything a mess. And so my seat was lost. I didn't even know my seat was lost until we were coming up on the new semester, and I wanted to get back in, and I was waiting for that letter, waiting for that call, until I finally reached out and they're like, oops, sorry, we're booked, we're full. All they had was a mixed, which is half online, half in person, but with my learning style and how important it is to go through all the steps, face-to-face all the time was the only option that I wanted. So I had to wait a full year to have the next class because they were going through their fundamentals. So I had to wait a full year to get back in. During that time, I worked a full-time job, helping pay for bills. It was a rough financial period for me and my family. When I did finally get back in, it was a hallelujah moment. So I finished what I started. I was actually a little scared to go back in.
Yeah.
Because I was like really worried if I wasn't gonna be up to speed. Like, I had a whole year and I didn't keep up on studying or nothing.
I was gonna ask you that because you said you were a bookworm. Like you didn't go to your prom, you were studying.
Nope. Instead, I started learning crafts.
Crafts.
Excuse me, do we have any type of juice or something for them to drink?
Yes, in the fridge.
Okay, Scott asked for something to drink.
Okay, we
Is he diabetic or he?
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
Do you have diabetic juice in there?
No, we only have. He drinks whatever he wants to drink.
He can have whatever.
Yeah.
All right,
Just not the Glucerna. That's somebody else's in the bottom.
gotcha.
What was your age group that you went to school with?
Everyone was older than me except one person.
So you're used to being the young one.
Yes, everyone was in their 40s,
Oh my.
late
you didn't-
30s.
Wait, but you did right after high school, the bridge program.
Yes, my program was the same, but this was a different class. This was
Oh,
people who didn't do the dual enrollment. They came straight.
okay.
They decided one day in their life they wanted to be an LPN.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect, they were all fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
There's definitely a disconnect in personalities. There was one girl who had just done the dual enrollment. She was 18. Unfortunately, she ended up failing the class,
Mm-hmm.
so she had to wait to come back and take it again with the next class, because you had to maintain an 80% B or higher for each segment. I came really close a few times, but I made it. That was when I Med-Surg 2 is when I had to quit my job because I couldn't
That was
risk
the one for you.
I couldn't risk it interfering with me not passing.
Med-Surg 2. What about pharmacology, dosage and calculations?
I actually did pretty well with that.
Mm-hmm.
Everything good? Which is surprising because I'm not great at math.
Dosage got me. I was in nursing school. I didn't make it past the second part.
Pharmacology?
No, pharmacology I got.
Foundations too?
Dosage. Dosage and cal. That one got me.
The IV one, the IV bag setting up the drip, that was one of the hardest. They had the different ones for like, I forgot what it's called. You have to set it specifically because of the drug it is.
Mm-hmm. What's crazy is that's something that you don't even do here at this facility. We'll just call it facility. Good job. What is it like being the nurse and all the aides are older than you? I know you told me off camera a little bit that feeling of very few people respect the title.
Yeah.
Do you think that's, in general, across the country, it's the LPN title, period, that many people have trouble with. But when you double down and you're also young and then holding the LPN title, that must be tough.
It is the young, new to being an LPN, so I'm working with aides who have had years and years of experience as being med techs and CNAs.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a sudden you got this newbie nurse who's also super young on top of it, trying to tell you things to do, and that helpful criticism of correcting actions, it definitely does not earn you a place among the groups. Because coworkers, they group together,
Mm-hmm.
and they talk outside of work.
But you have Crystal, who's a BSN, I believe. That's
Yes.
your mentor, second mom. So that's all we need is 1, 2 is really good, but we don't need, a harem of people.
Nope. She mentored me straight out because she knew she was hiring a newbie,
Mm-hmm.
and she made herself always available.
Mm-hmm.
That was something I really needed.
You have a year under you now here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's a typical day look like for you in this assisted living community?
So it depends on how the residents are.
Mm-hmm.
I swear there is a connection between the full moon and any kind of jinxes. Like, don't say the Q word because something is gonna happen. I
didn't know that we
believe it.
did that assisted. That's huge in the hospital.
Yes.
We can't say the Q or the B word.
Nope, because if
I didn't know that was here too.
Yep.
It comes. And the full moon is for real. It's for real.
Mhm.
In Washington, on the roadways, the big signs, whatever they're called on the freeways, they will say extra officers out tonight on the full moon. I'm not kidding. And it's 3 days after, 3 days before. So it was yesterday. It's still here.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow it starts to go away. Oh my gosh, we didn't talk about that.
Mm.
Not trying to get spooky, but it's if it
It's
moves
100%.
oceans, it's a big deal. The ocean, it can do things. Okay. So, the biggest challenge of your job and how did you overcome it? That's a question. I'm not sure if I like that. I really like that. Okay, what's that story with your a guy that wanted to impregnate you? I know. I just need that story.
So there was a resident, call him Bob.
Good ice cream. Oh my God,
It
so
is
good.
good
It is
stuff.
so good.
He had a mental decline like I had never experienced before. When I first started working here, Bob was normal, nice, even had his own kind of girlfriend of another resident.
Mm-hmm.
And then we thought it was just a UTI. And we got him tested, we got him on antibiotics, but Bob's mental state in being appropriate went way out the window. Calling specific resident names, curses, in front of everybody, to the point we had to tell him, you cannot stay here in the same area as this person. We had to make sure doors were locked because he believed these hallucinations and these delusions he's made up in his mind of that his partner was going out and doing everybody, man or woman.
Oh.
He really believed it. He thought staff was in on it. Staff was allowing this resident to go and fornicate on the lawn, and that we were in on it and we weren't putting a stop to it, and that this resident was a lesbian and with every woman. And then it got to the point of he had seen psych multiple times. We had to keep him away from each other. And then I go into his room to give him his night meds this one night, and he starts telling me about this plan. Hold on.
That is one of the residents. Hold on. One of the residents.